So last week I made a video called Why I Use the Default Skins in Overwatch, and it wasn't from some sort of tactical advantage and I had a leg up on the competition. It was purely from a personal standpoint where I don't really like a lot of the skins in the game, and a lot of people in the comment section seemed to agree with the fact that they didn't like a majority of the skins, but it didn't matter if the skins were ugly, if they were amazing. It was all about the prestige behind owning that skin and having achieved it. And I thought it was a really good point because I knew the second I saw some of these comments, I knew I was going to be making a video within the next week talking about the prestige behind these skins and how I look at it. So now I'm just going to lay it out there, how I feel about the prestige to the skins. This is the official Nateson answer. The skins in this game have absolutely zero prestige to them. I know that may have hit some of you guys like a bus, and this is why I say that the skins don't have prestige. I say that because I have literally every skin I could ever want. I have like 15,000 gold in my inventory just waiting to be spent because I don't have anything to spend it on really. I have all the skins I could ever need. But it goes beyond just that. It's not just because I have it all, because that's not a good answer. Because the real answer is the skins are not hard to achieve. How can, and this is the part I'm not understanding as much when people say that the skins have prestige. Even though it's a really cool point, I don't see how the skins can have prestige when they're so easily attained. I mean, it's true, you could open like 50 loot boxes and not get the skin you want. But you do get gold. You get gold from loot boxes, like one of your rarity items could just be gold itself. Whenever you get duplicate anything, you get gold. You're building your bank very quickly and you can spend like 1,000 or 3,000 gold or whatever on a legendary skin rather easily. Probably within just a week of playing, you have whatever skin you want. I mean, it just simply boils down to there can't be prestige when everybody can easily attain what they want. And it's definitely not like this for all games. Let's take a great example that we all know of, Counter-Strike Go. They have a community market where you can buy, sell, and trade skins for the different weapons. And yeah, talk about prestige. This is a game that really defines the prestige behind the skin. Let's say you're playing, you see somebody has a factory new M4 Hyper Beast, you're going to say, wow, that's a pretty cool skin. Because the M4 Hyper Beast, factory new especially, is worth a solid amount of money. And let's say also you find a player that's carrying around the OP Dragon lore, you're going to start checking out his inventory, you're going to look at his profile, you're going to be like, how many hours has this guy played this game? This guy's a legend, look at the skin he has, this is worth $1,000. This is a great example of prestige. Because you see somebody with just like an AK-47 cartel battle scar, you're going to be like, okay, cool man, nice skin, but who cares? But then you show them like an all blue case hardened factory new, they're going to be like, holy dude, that's awesome. That's such a cool skin. There's prestige to it. There's prestige to owning it. There's respect behind it. And don't worry, I'm not discounting Overwatch because there's no market behind the skins, and I'll touch up on this more in a second. But in Counter-Strike, it's easy to create prestige when real money is backing the system. And now I'm sure some of you guys are saying, well, Nateson, that's not fair. Okay, you're going to take a community market game like Counter-Strike and compare its prestige to a game like Overwatch when it comes to the skins? Like, is that really fair? And you're absolutely right. It's not fair. One has money, one does not. Now let's take a look at, let's just pick a random one out of the book, Halo Reach. I'm sure some of you guys are like, what? Halo Reach? Yeah, do you guys remember back when we were all playing that on our Xbox 360s in like 2010 or whenever that came out? Yeah, let's take another look at that game. That was probably one of my favorite Halos from the entire franchise. Some of you might cringe when I say that, but listen, I just got attached to that game. I really enjoyed playing it with friends. There is no community market. In Halo Reach, you could earn credits by playing the game just like you can in Overwatch from ranking up and getting loot crates and getting gold. Basically a similar thing in Halo, except there were no like loot crates. It was just by playing, you were earning points. And you could spend those points on armor pieces. It's basically skins, like parts of skins, and you could really customize your character, such as different chest armor, different visor for your helmet, different helmet completely, your gloves, your boot, all the different pieces of your armor. And if any of you played Halo Reach, you know for sure that there is prestige behind the skins, / armor pieces in the game. And Halo Reach had a beautiful system for creating prestige. If you wanted one of the high-end visors, you had to grind multiple days worth of playtime if you wanted to get close to any of the cool pieces of gear. And not only that, but you had to be a certain XP level to even unlock the chance of buying some of these armor pieces. So from the very get-go, let's say if you were level 1 and you started saving your points, and a few days later with like 50 hours played, you could buy one of the highest NP. No, you couldn't do that. You could not do that at all. You had to put the amount of playtime to equal weeks and months before you could get up to the high enough level to start attaining these high-end pieces of gear. And again, you don't get the gear by just becoming a level. Becoming that certain level would just unlock your ability to buy the gear with the in-game currency, which in no way was backed by real money. It was all through points you could earn by playing. Halo created prestige that way, with no market behind it. It's the perfect example. And Overwatch, if they ever wanted to create prestige, could be doing the same thing. They could find a system to where you can only unlock certain legendary skins once you hit a certain level, or they could make it so that certain legendary skins cost an ungodly amount of gold. Like we're used to paying 1,000 gold for some of the legendary skins and then like 3,000 during events. We're used to that. But what if all of a sudden there were some skins that cost 40,000 gold? 40,000. And now you'll be scratching your head trying to do the math to figure out how much time you have to put into this game to even get close to getting that skin. That's how you create prestige. Let's just take, for example, the new Grillmaster 76 skin. What if the only way you could unlock him was by spending 40,000 gold? And right now, we're only used to spending 1,000 or 3,000 on a skin, on like one of the best skins, quote unquote, the legendary skins. Imagine having to spend 40 freaking thousand gold on one skin. What I just said sounds completely crazy to a lot of you, but that's how you create prestige. It took hard work for anybody to get that skin. If they're going to spend 40,000, everyone's going to realize the grind it took to get there. And again, let's take for example that you couldn't open this one in a loot box. So it's not like you have a chance of just getting it for free off loot. You had to spend the 40k. That's exactly how you would create prestige without having a community market to back it up. You have to make it so that there's dedication, motivation, patience in spending your bank, and then when people see you using that skin in-game, everyone knowing how hard it is to attain it, that's when you earn their respect. That's when there is prestige behind a skin. Much like now, when you see a gold border player, XP level gold border, so we're looking at like level 1600, you think, dang, that's a lot of playtime in this game. There's prestige behind it because it took hard work to get that gold border. You don't get that by just sitting down for a month or two and playing Overwatch. No, you get that by playing for the past year and just nonstop playing. And then there's even people at the platinum border, and that's just, it blows my mind how much time you have to put into this game. But the second you see that border, when you're in an Overwatch match and you hit tab, you can see everybody's name, their XP rank, their comp level. I bet you half of you are typing in the all chat, holy crap, dude, how much time did it take you to get that? And you're asking questions like that, just because there's prestige behind it. That's all I had to say about this. This was definitely a longer video than I intended. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say about this video. I know the default, why I use default skins in Overwatch video was not very well received, and that's okay. But I'm curious to see if this video will be well received. And just let me know what you guys think down below. I could talk about this all day, so I'm going to cut myself off now. Tell me what you guys think down below. Have a great day, everybody. See ya.